But there's a new, or I don't know if it's new, but it's the first time I saw it. It's called Investigation Discovery. So I guess it's Discovery Channel's spin on true crime. And they did a 3-part series on Jared Fogle. And this is probably the craziest fucking documentary I've ever seen. Me and Hila's jaw was on the floor the whole time. Like, it kept getting worse and worse and crazier. And I did not know the whole story of Jared Fogle. But, I mean, if you can stomach some kinds of disturbing content around this, it's definitely worth watching, because I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Jared has gone full Joker.
He had like a whole infrastructure of like pedos. Like his manager was supplying him videos. The manager's wife, okay, had 2 daughters who she helped him hide cameras in their rooms, their own daughters, for content, their own fucking kids, bro. I just, my jaw was on the fucking ground. This Jared is like a monster.
It was insane. I didn't watch.
Oh, you watched it?
I started it after you mentioned it. I watched the first episode and some of the second. It was insane.
Dude, it gets crazier. Every fucking scene is crazier and crazier and crazier.
I can't believe they have all those recordings.
Oh, so the woman who put him away was she's just some random woman. She met him years before, and Jared made some random aside to her out of nowhere about how, God, I just love teenage girls, or something really weird like that.
They were at a game, and he said, I love middle school girls.
Just an aside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, what the fuck? She was so taken aback by it. And I think she tried to complain and mention it. And it was just, it was like almost like a figment of her imagination. She's like, did this really happen? And so over the years, it was 3 years she befriended him, and she pretended to share his interests. And she recorded like hundreds of hours of conversations with him over 3 fucking years. And dude, it's all recorded, like his deepest, darkest thoughts and desires. Like, I've never heard this level of insight into someone like that. And this woman's like a hero, dude. I don't know how she did it, because like she had kids. She said she would go into the other room when she talked to him. She never talked to him in front of her kids. And he was starting to ask her to hide cameras in her room to record her kids. Bro, it was fucking... And I couldn't believe it. I could not fucking believe it.
Why did she do it for 3 years?
She was telling the FBI that she's like, yo, what the fuck? They wouldn't act. For 3 fucking years,
Yeah,
law
it was, like, reporting
enforcement
it the whole
didn't
time.
do shit. And Jared
Got it.
continued to fucking molest people.
Crazy.
She had like real explicit recordings too, talking about stuff he did overseas and stuff he did here, but they're just like, him talking about it isn't enough.
Him explicitly saying his crimes and his desires and asking her to do illegal shit. And they didn't do fucking shit. And you know what's interesting? She was, after 3 years, like, yo, FBI, this is fucking crazy. Y'all need to do something. Because she's like, I can't do this anymore. I am dissolving as a person. I'm becoming like crushed. And when she told the FBI she was going to go public, you know what they did? They fucking raided her house and stole all her shit. Not Jared's. They stole her computer. They gag ordered her not to talk about it. And so that was their response, to go after her. And finally, the story only broke when this woman went public to some journalist about it. And she sent all these tapes she had to some journalist. And because the FBI wasn't fucking doing anything. And he was just straight up molesting people, going on world tours, country tours, going to schools, all around kids all the time. Dude, it was crazy, bro. I have never seen anything like it. Absolutely nuts. If you can handle that kind of stuff, definitely fucking watch that. It was crazy. executive director of Fogel's philanthropy organization, sent images. Oh yeah, so that was his manager, the director of his foundation, was also somehow a prolific and horrific predator, and he was grooming people for Fogel and then sending him images.
Wow.
And then this was the craziest part. So the director of his organization married this woman. She had 2 daughters. And they said her mom was normal, Christian. She was like a hardcore Christian, God-fearing lady. And then when she married Fogel's director, I think his name was Mitchell, I don't remember his last name, she totally changed. And then they were encouraging them to like drink in the house and to like explore their sexuality at a young age. And she like totally changed and was all fucking crazy. And then they found out that she was working with this dude, Russell. They had cameras in their bathroom, in their fucking room. They told about one time her mom, dude, this is fucking crazy. I'm sorry if this is like trigger warning. I just was so shocked by this. Dude, their mom one time put a fucking sex toy on the bed and was like, hey, you should go experiment with that. And she had a camera set up. Her own mom.
It's fucking insane.
A hidden camera. Her own mom, dude. I could not fucking believe this shit. And this woman, apparently, according to them, was a normal, God-fearing Christian before she met this dude, Russell. Holy fuck. I can't tell you, my jaw was on the ground the whole time, dude. And what's interesting is there was like apparently a lot of complaints about Fogel being inappropriate that were never looked into over the years. I mean, not to mention the FBI had all these fucking documents for 3 years and didn't do anything. Pretty incredible stuff. Fucking crazy. Someone said, how old were the kids? They were not teenagers. They were not even, maybe they were the oldest one was like 13, maybe at most. But again, it was like over 3 years, so they were young. In a text message obtained during the investigation of Fogel, he wrote to an undisclosed recipient, I'll pay, oh God, bro. He said, they had this in writing. I'll pay you big for a 14 or 15-year-old because it's what I crave. He added of his preference, the younger, the better, LOL.
Bro.
Jared fucking Fogel. And at the height of his power, he was worth $15 million apparently. So he was like, and you know what's interesting too? He would take boys or girls. Mm-hmm. Like it was just about like having a young person. Mm-hmm. It wasn't about like gender or anything. He was just a fucking monster, dude. Crazy shit, dude.
Yeah, in the first phone call, I think they showed in the documentary, he's talking about a 10-year-old. It's insane.
Dude, it's fucking, I cannot emphasize how crazy this shit is. I had no idea. The documentary is called Investigating a Monster or Catching a Monster, Jared Fogel, I think.
It's called Jared from Subway Catching a Monster.
Jared from Subway Catching a Monster.
On Discovery Plus.
Sure, Subway is thrilled with the title.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, I hope companies learn not to put all their branding into one person now after
They
this.
created that monster, dude.
Yeah.
Jared from Subway. That was it. That's how they referred to him the whole documentary, Jared from Subway. They said Subway like a bajillion times.
Yeah. Someone got to keep an eye on that Verizon
But it
guy.
seemed like there was definitely a lot of
Flo from Progressive.
Flows, yeah.
Look out.
Oh, Flo, we got our eyes on you. Gecko, we got our eyes on
there.
you.
Something seriously wrong there.
Wait, Josie, did you not know about this? She said no, the actual Subway guy. Did you not know about Jared Fogel?
Lena didn't know either.
Say that.
It was a big story,
Yeah.
but it was a long time ago.
Wait, Lena, you didn't know about Jared Fogel?
No, I knew about him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I didn't know about all of this until just recently when AB mentioned it. I'm like, what? That's great. Because I worked at Subway, so his picture was like everywhere too.
There's like a lot of people in chat saying the same thing. The guy from Subway.
They didn't know about this?
They don't know. A lot of people seem to.
I literally had no idea.
You didn't know that?
I didn't even really know who Jared.
I
from
guess you guys
Subway
are a
was,
little
to
bit
be
younger
fair.
because I guess
Yeah.
it's for. Do you recognize him?
No.
Oh shit! So then it should be even really interesting to you. So
Yeah.
when I was, I guess, in my early 20s, this guy was like a fucking national treasure, a national hero. His face was everywhere. This man, he lost like 150 pounds from eating Subway.
Really?
Yes, that's
He
his story.
actually- that's his.
I think it's relatively true from what I can tell. He was walking and he was eating like 2 6-inch sandwiches a day, and he lost a bunch of weight. And so Subway's like, "Yo, let's fucking get this guy." And they started this insane media blitz where they rebranded Subway as like a healthy fast food option, and it was probably one of the most successful marketing campaigns ever. I mean, this guy had like a foundation. He was touring the United States, going to schools, talking to kids about health and shit. I think that everybody my age and everybody alive at the time who was, consuming media knew who this guy was.
That's insane that he went around to schools.
That's all he did.
Yeah, that's all he wanted to do. I bet.
That was his job. But yeah.
Oh. Wow. Well, that is a crazy story. I'm gonna be watching.
Look at this. Jared Fogle speaks from prison. Quote, "I royally screwed up." Oh, yeah?
Bro, the fuck.
Is that it? Is this really what he looks like now?
Jesus.
Do you think he would have gone caught if it wasn't for that woman who went undercover and befriended him?
I don't know, man. I
How
don't know.
prolific it is, it probably inevitably somebody would have accused him of something.
But
right?
he probably would have done a lot more damage, though.
Years. He would have had
Yeah.
years more of abusing people. This woman is a fucking hero, dude.
I always think about these people that they're so dumb to be so blatant. But then I realize, like, it's only the dumb and blatant people that get caught. The smart people are probably still out there fucking
Right,
doing
that's
weird
a
shit.
disquieting thought.
It's so fucked up
Well,
to think
Epstein was
about
like
that.
the most prolific one. And the thing is, I think Fogel thought he was untouchable, which is weird because he's just a fucking Subway guy.
The Subway guy. He's hot shit
What's
in the
with his
fast
neck
food
right here?
mascot world.
His neck looks wild. What's going on there?
That clown Ronald ain't got shit on Jared.
Oh yeah, in the documentary, he started getting fat again. And Subway they were freaked out because he was gaining weight, not because he was, molesting kids.
Right, yeah. That's
They're
the
like,
problem.
yo, he's getting fat again.
That's the problem.
Tom Segura tells a story. He did a big commercial early in his career where he did a commercial with Jared Fogle. And he tells the story. He went into his trailer, and then Jared's like, "Hey, you want to order a pizza?" And they had a fucking pizza together.
Fuck this Subway shit.
How long's he in jail for, this fucking guy? I think he got his ass beat in prison, too, or something, which is good. I approve.
Hopefully forever.
Let's see. He is
I think someone said 15
Yeah,
years.
15 years, 8 months.
15.
That's crazy.
Far from forever.
People go to fucking jail for that long for stealing a Snickers.
Right.
Oh yeah, he was. He has kids. He has 2 kids. Now in the documentary, they don't mention the kids. I don't know if he ever did anything to his own kids. They never talk about it, but they almost gloss over the fact that he had 2 kids and a wife. And I was like, oh my God, I hope that he never did anything to them.
He divorced his wife pretty early, right? I remember.
I think she
hearing-
left him when he went to jail. No,
Right. Maybe.
He was in that Adam Sandler movie, Jack and Jill.
he was.
I think he did.
Oh, there's like
cameo.
a as placement.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Adam Sandler, bless his heart, is the biggest fucking shill in Hollywood. Like, it's crazy. Dunkachino, dude.
They did like a montage of Jared and how famous he was. It's crazy, and all the celebrities and the commercials he did.
Wait, where did you see that? In the.
And-
In the
Oh,
documentary.
you guys watched it
documentary,
together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I knew he was big. Of course, I've always heard of him, but I didn't know it was to that degree. It was wild seeing that. In the
I was eating Subway back then, boy. I was like, let's go to Subway,
Oh, hell
mom and
yeah.
dad. I wasn't eating that healthy shit there, but I wanted it. $5 footlongs. Y'all know what it is.
Those $5 footlongs are long gone, man. Thanks, Joe Brandon.
Oh, Subway sounds. If you listen closely, you can hear Jared Fogle.
No.
You can hear the whispers of Fogle through the halls of Subway.
Stop it.
Here's Jared Fogle's mugshot before being transferred. Hey, fucking idiot, loser, bitch. Hope your ass gets beat in prison. Evil. Just evil, man. Fucking hell. Wait, I want to see if he got his ass beat in prison. I remember reading some incarceration. Let's see. Judge Pratt agreed, but yada, yada, yada. He arrived at prison. He was transferred.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he got his ass. Here, March 2016, Fogle was assaulted by another inmate. The attack left Fogle with a bleeding nose, swollen face, and scratches on his neck. Where's the shank?
That was 2015.
Yeah.
2017, he was reportedly beaten by another inmate. Yeah.
Yo, so there it is. So he's having a good time at prison. He's having a good time amongst friends. Crazy, huh? There it is. I recommend watching it if you could stomach that kind of shit. But yeah. Jaw-dropping shit, man. So who wants Subway? How do you like your sandwich, Jared? Well, I like my sandwich
Medium rare.
medium rare. What's a medium
the
rare?
youngest it can be.
I like my sandwich virgin, no oil.
I like the veal.
Oh yeah, you guys have veal here?
Avery Armad just sent me that he was a boss in the South Park video game. That's insane.
It doesn't surprise me. He was huge.
Yeah.
He was huge.
Well, there was that old South Park episode he was in.